Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another, oh wait, not a summon sword video guys. For the people that are already in my video, you guys can already see that the setup is a little different, right? The game is small, different picture, and I made my video screen a lot bigger. And finally, I'm wearing a mask. I put in the titles, it is because I have taken out all 4 of my wisdom teeth. So I had 4, and I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of talk about it, how the experience went, and how the pain is right now, and so on and so forth. So yeah, for anyone that's interested, thank you for stopping by. And I will try my best to tell you how the procedure went. And yeah, so let's get right into the video. I knew that I had my wisdom teeth for a few years now. In my head, I kind of assumed that I didn't need to take it out. Unfortunately, I got a consultation from a specialist regarding these wisdom tooth stuff, and well, I got the consultation because my wife needed to take one out. And while I was getting the consultation, I got my X-rays done, and funny to know, I had a wisdom tooth that was similar to what my wife had, and that one needs to be replaced. I'm not replaced. That one needs to be extracted. So I already knew that I had to take one out, but looking at all my teeth, or all the 4 corners of my mouth, we found out that all of my wisdom teeth are not coming out correctly, or they're kind of impacted. So in the end, the conclusion was that we need to take all 4 out. I'm not gonna talk about the cost or anything because we're in the US and it's something that you have to talk with your insurance provider. It could be from one end to the other end of the spectrum, so I'm not gonna really talk about price. But I'll just tell you that I didn't do it where my wife did it, because where my wife did it was a lot more expensive than where I eventually did my surgery. I'm just gonna tell you that the price of all 4 extractions was the cost of one extraction from my wife. So the place I did it at the end, well, the place that I decided to do it was a lot affordable compared to where my wife did it. But anyways, that's not the important part. So I had 4 teeth, and some people might wonder how my wisdom teeth were forming. So I'm going to show you. If you guys can't look at teeth pictures, then this is where you guys should leave right now. I'll show you right now. It looked like this, and the one that my wife had and that I had like similarly was this one right here. You can see that's totally laid flat, right? Laid flat. And yeah, this one was the worst case scenario because it was in the jawbone, it was close to the nerve, and yeah, so that's the worst one. This one on the right side is pretty similar case, but it's just not laying flat, but it's still nonetheless in the jawbone, and it was close to the nerves as well. It was funny because even though that was close to the nerves, the doctor that I eventually did the surgery said it's gonna be fine. That he thinks it's a little hard, but in the end, you'll be fine. So I was like, okay, well, that's good to hear. And these 2 up here were the other 2 that I need to take out. And it's funny to say that these 2 teeth look really small, but they were huge. They were huge, and yeah, it was an experience when he was taking that out. So yeah, that's all you guys have to know of the tooth. Because these bottom ones, they were broken into pieces and extracted, while the other one they were just pulled out straight after like ripping the gum or splitting the gum. But the important question is, did I sleep? Like, did I take the full anesthesia, right, during this operation? My wife did, and hers was only a 1 tooth extraction. And to be honest, she didn't need to go to sleep, but for some reason that dentist was pushing for her to go to sleep, so she did it, and we kind of regret that. But for me, I decided to not sleep. Yeah, after that, it was me deciding whether I was going to do two at a time, so the left side and then the right side, or the right side and the left side, or do it all at once. And for someone that went to the dentist since I was very young, I had very bad cavities when I was young. So I went to the dentist a lot, due to those past experience, I just decided to do it all at once, and that was set. And I did it yesterday. Well, when the video's up, I don't know when the video's gonna be up, but it's probably gonna be in 2 or 3 days. So it's probably a couple days back, but nonetheless, from this point, I did it yesterday, and the entire operation was less than an hour. Yeah, it was definitely less than an hour. It was like, I think 30-40 minutes tops. He started on this side, and the bottom one is not pleasant to take out because, well, before even taking it out, I had to initially get like 6 shots. So 3 on this side and 3 on this side. So I took 3 shots each on each side. And then when he did the bottom, he would rip the gum, not rip it, he'll slice the gum so you could see it. And then he will drill this part to cut it in half, or he'll drill it in multiple pieces so that he could take these out. And that's what happened. I never saw what the original tooth looked like, but it was just broken into pieces, and yeah, that was it. The top one, when he started to, I thought the top one was going to be a lot easier, and as a process perspective, it was, because there was no drilling or anything like that, no breaking apart, but there was definitely a little more pain. And I thought the pain was because I didn't have enough anesthesia, local anesthesia done. So I took 2 more shots on this side and on this side when he was pulling this one out as well. So I took 2 more shots, and he was doing it again, but I still felt the pain. But later I noticed that it wasn't really the pain from the nerve or anything, or from him pulling it out, or it was the pain for him pulling it out, but it was from the pressure that he was trying to pull it out. Really, they get like I don't know how to say it. They get something to hold on to this tooth, and they just start pulling like crazy. They put so much force, and maybe it was because it was like putting force to the other tooth. That's why maybe I felt some pain. But when it was happening, yeah, you do feel some pain. But when it comes out, it's really simple. It's like boop, and then you know in your head, you know that the tooth is out. And then the same from the other side. He opened the gum. He somehow drilled it in half or into pieces. I don't think this was really done in half, but into pieces, and he just took it out. This side was relatively faster, and I felt relatively better because I already went through this process on the other side. And the top side again, I felt some kind of pain, so he put 2 more shots there, or 2 or 3 more shots there, and then he started pulling here, and then it came out. Really, he was surprised at how big the tooth were, those molars. And when I saw it, yeah, these 2 molars were pretty huge. So guys, if you guys have to take out your wisdom tooth or wisdom teeth, please do it at a younger age, because the teeth are smaller, the molars are smaller, the root is less developed. So it's a lot easier to take out and probably less pain. But overall, I was okay. It wasn't as painful as I thought, because before I went, I was really scared about this procedure. I thought I was gonna die. And I was regretting till the start of the operation. Like, why didn't I just go to sleep? It was only like $100, $200 more. But I'm a cheap man, so I didn't want to pay that. That was my biggest reason, so I just did it. But in the end, I think it was worth not doing it asleep, because I know there could be some other complications if you go under, and it might be due to complications that for some health reasons that you don't know about. So you don't want to take the risk, and I definitely didn't want to take the risk. But the biggest reason was because I'm cheap. I didn't want to pay the extra $100, $200 for the sleeping anesthesia. But yeah, so currently it's day 1. It's been a little over 24 hours since I got the operation. The first day that I got the operation, really, you don't feel much pain. Everything's still very numbed. So yeah, first day is fine, but then I guess the peak is when you're about to sleep and wake up. So when you sleep, before you sleep, you should definitely time it so you could sleep. You could take your painkillers before you sleep. And then when you wake up, you're gonna definitely feel a lot of aching in your jaw. Really, the top ones, you don't feel any pain. Even right now, I feel nothing from the top extractions, But these bottom extractions, wow, yeah, all the swelling and all the aching is definitely coming from these bottom extractions. So yeah, definitely you'll feel that in the morning when you wake up, and they'll be giving you antibiotics and stuff to take while it's healing, so you don't get infected. But overall, I think it was an experience. Um, my face is so big, it's so different from when it was before. Maybe I should show you guys. It's kind of funny. You guys see that? You guys see that? How do you guys see that? It's so big. It's so big. Man, I don't want to show that all the time, but I did show my face. But yeah, I would always recommend it to get it when you're younger, especially if the dentist tells you that you have to. Because if you do take it out when you're older, you're gonna have a little more pain, a little more complications, and if you keep it for a good amount of time, you could start getting like cavities, especially on the molars that start to come out. And that was the case for me in this one here. It was a little out, and I thought it was gonna be fine. But when they took it out, and I have the tooth, but when they took it out and I saw the upper part, I saw some cavities for me. I saw these dark lines. So if I didn't take it out yesterday, then it might have developed into a more serious, extraction, or it might have developed into a bigger cavity that starts affecting the tooth next to it. And good thing that didn't happen, because I know that there's a lot of people that come to the dentist after developing cavities or infections due to their wisdom tooth, and it's a lot more complicated and a lot more painful when you do it then. But anyways, guys, yeah, back to the game a little. I'm not doing much. I finished this month's Dimensional Predator in 5 tries. My rune, I picked the will rune. The rolls didn't go that great, so I'm saving up some of my ancient re-ups to re-up it a little, because it is a will rune, right? So I'm gonna do that. And as you can see here, good thing that I ended it pretty early, because now I could farm for my Trickaroo. Guys, I gave in. I was like, okay guys, I can't go with this Dragons team that is taking so much violent runes, and even then failing like twice, 3 times every 50 runs. And I hated that. So I finally gave in and decided to make my own Trickaroo. And that's why you are seeing me running this Carzaron Remains level 5 right now. But yeah guys, that's it. This video was for really people who are people who are curious on how the surgery is using local anesthesia. And I took out all 4 one day. I don't think there's too many people that do that. So really, if you guys have any questions regarding this, just feel free to put a comment below, and I will try my best to answer that. That was it for this video. I have to go back to Summoners War. If you guys enjoyed it, please give me a like. And if there's anything else that you guys want me to do, please put a comment below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because that really helps. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.